Hey everybody, happy Friday. It is Tony with All Strung Up with Tony, and I am super glad to be here tonight. Sorry I missed y'all on my normal Thursday. It was crazy yesterday. We didn't get home until late. Hello, Karen. I think it's Karen. How are you? Okay, we're gonna be quick tonight, or try to be quick tonight. Hello, Linda Fisher. How are you? And I'm going to show you what not to do and then what to do. I don't know. I was doing my thing and I realized I had some Dollar Tree whisks. That's a hard one to say. Hello, Linda English. Hey, Karen Erickson. Hey, Sharon. How are you? I missed you this morning. Hello, Miss Coral. Hey, Stephanie. How you doing, beautiful? Okay, so what not to do is buy the mini Dollar Tree whisks, hoping, hey, Mindy. Hey, Linda. Is not to buy the mini whisks and cut them without securing the middle, because what we're about to make, I'm going to show you. This one is not secured in the middle, okay? This is a mini whisk from Dollar Tree-ish store, whatever it is. And I cut it because I wanted to make a pumpkin, because I thought if we cut these, we could add beads and like bend them and make them really cute, especially the red one because it's metal. And I thought it would be super cute. Hello, Karen Purdue. Hey, Sandy Kelly. Hi, Barb. Thank goodness it is Friday. Hello, Pat. So, what to do is buy the bigger ones. If you notice, the end is melted or welded or whatever you want to call it together. So they're actually all attached. So the red one is not attached. So if you want to make mini ones and paint them a different color or whatever, by the time you add what we're gonna do, you probably won't worry about the color, but they don't stay together, because as soon as I cut it just to see how it would work, it unfolded. So I hurried and looked at this one. Hello, Helen. And this one is together. So this is the one we're gonna use tonight. And we are just doing a short craft, y'all. I have not had pain at all since I was discharged from the hospital, barely at all. And about like an hour and a half ago, it just has started roaring. So I'm like, my little goosebumps are starting again from the pain, and I have no idea. You have the black one, Karen? Yay! Thank you, Stephanie. Hi, Penny. So what I thought we would use, I kind of want to mix up the pumpkin and give it some texture. So I have these from forever ago. I don't even think they sell this wrapper brand at Hobby Lobby. I don't know. I haven't gone to Hobby Lobby forever, but these are like unfinished natural wood beads. And so they have the little holes, and I thought we would try to rotate these with different sizes of beads, because I really don't have enough beads to do like all one size, I think. Hello, Nanette. God is good all the time. Stephanie, all the time. And your line is. So and then I went outside and grabbed some twigs. So I thought we would use those. I have a Dollar Tree pumpkin that I kind of wanted to use as an example, because I'm not really sure how this is going to work out. This may be an epic fail, but we're going to try. And all the time, God is good. There we go, Stephanie. I can't type it, but that's what we say. Hello, Teresa. How are you? Whew. Okay, so I'm going to breathe through this, and we're going to do this, and then as I do this, I'm going to talk to you and grab the card sheet. So I'm just taking my little cutter thingers, and they're pretty stout, and I'm just cutting this, and it's staying together because remember, it's put together on the bottom. Hello, Miss Renee. Hello, Nancy. So I'm just like going down about like an inch up from the bottom. You could go closer if you probably wanted to. I just started where I started. I don't know why. I guess, I don't know. This one doesn't want to cut. Good evening, good evening. Thank you for spreading the blessings, stringing us along, doing all the things. I have missed you guys. And I have been doing good until about an hour and a half ago. And I don't know what happened. I haven't, like, I took the medicine they've been giving me and I've been doing so good. So I'm a little frustrated because I don't have that procedure for, this is the bottom or the top. Are you trying to flip me up here, Stephanie? This is, this one is going to be the bottom. Where I'm cutting is going to be the top. Now let me tell you, if you do Halloween, this would make a cool spider, I think, too, but we're not going to do a spider tonight. I was thinking you could like spread this down and then make some kind of spider, which I think would be really cool too. Okay, maybe if I try to do, oh, there we go. There we go. I just wasn't hitting the right angle. Hello, Janice. The bottom or the top. It will be, the top is where I'm cutting. So that's going to be our top. And that is going to be interesting to see how we can get it to stay together at the top. That was the only part that I didn't have like completely solid in my head when I started, when I decided to do this live, was how am I going to keep the top pieces together? But I want to see how the beads do. So these last two just don't want to cut for some reason. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, or if it's just because I'm weak. Oh, look, what is the deal? Hello, Miss Nancy. Hi, Roxy. Did you miss the update on it? No, not yet, Karen. I'm about to grab the paperwork as soon as I get these little, there. Okay, so here is the what is left of the Dollar Tree whisk, or fout, I guess is what they call it. I don't know. And here's the bottom, and then like I said, it has, they're all melded together, whereas the mini one was not. So when I cut those before I went live, they just like scrambled on me. So we're not going to use the mini one, but this is what we're going to use. And it's going, we can like kind of mold these down a little bit. If I had my heat gun here, it's at the loft, but the loft is really hot right now. Hello, Laura and Becky and Ellen. Hello, hello. My daughter has an appointment on Monday with the surgeon, Coral. She's good, but she does have an appointment on Monday. Y'all, this pain is gonna rock my world again. This is crazy. Okay, so let's take a break from the craft real quick and I'll show you. So they fixed like, let's see, I think it says on the back page what they fixed. No, it doesn't. It just says what they didn't fix. They fixed the, hold on, I'll tell you what they fixed for sure. They fixed the, nope, this is the old one. I had to copy all my service copies and take them in because I was trying to show them. I don't know where it is. I can't think straight because I'm hurting, but I'll tell you what they didn't fix. They didn't fix $6,053 worth of things. That's what they didn't fix. They didn't fix the steering column noise. They, oh wait, okay, never mind. Here's what they did fix. They fixed, they did a world-class multi-inspection for $0. Hey Barb, hey Becky, hey Heidi, how are you? They fixed, let's see, so they did a world-class multi-point inspection for $0. They fixed, they found power steering rack leaking fluid, so they replaced the steering rack and the pinion assembly. That was $2,000. They did an alignment, apparently, for $129, and then they did shock absorber replacement. Was making noise, and they replaced the shocks. So that's what they did do. What they did not do was the catalytic converter, the some kind of component with the air conditioner, which I'm not worried about air conditioning. The big one, they said I need a timing belt package, pump, water pump, and timing tensioner. That wasn't on the list before, and I do not believe that I need that, you guys, because when I bought my car, they put that package on there, and I know I have not driven my car 100,000 miles, because that's what, anyway, I'm just so, they said I need to replace my spark plugs. They said axles need to be replaced, and the steering column's making a popping noise when it turns. I don't know how that can be still on there. They said that was $1,300 alone right here. But the total of the charges they did not fix, that were not fixed, is $6,053. And what was fixed was just about over $2,000, it looks like. I don't know. I don't understand. I did make a fuss. I am going to write some letters. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. Hello, Bonnie. Hello, Teresa. Hello, another Teresa. How is everyone? Please tell me how y'all are and where you're from. If you're new, welcome, welcome. We're talking about my car and bumper-to-bumper warranties if you're joining us. And we're making a fallish pumpkin. It's my first real fall. Well, I did my tier tray last week, and it was around apples and apple pies and all the things. But if you missed that one, you really should go back and see it, because we made a really fun faux apple pie. It's like my favorite. Like, I want to just make a bunch of them and set them on a shelf and just look at them, you guys. I just want to look at them. Hello, Carolyn. Oh, Karen, I don't know. I'll be okay. It's okay. I always push through. You guys, I was talking about that to one of my neighbors today. I always push through. I always do. It's what I do. Call Better Business Bureau. Yeah. Yep, it's on my list, Laura. Yep. Happy Friday, Teresa. Hello, Regina. Okay, so we have these beads and we have these beads. So I thought we would try, hopefully these will fit. Yes, they will fit. So I thought we would go around, and I don't know how this is gonna work. We're gonna see if it's gonna work, y'all. I think it will work. I think it's gonna be cute. We're gonna separate these and put I don't know what shape this is. It's not an octagon, I know that. It has like a lot of sides that I can't count. Sorry. Hello, Linda. How are you? And so that's on the car. But I do know that I am not the only happy customer up there, because the lady behind me heard me talking. And I was assertive, but I was calm and collected. And I just let them know that I wasn't happy and that I was very frustrated. But the lady behind me, y'all, she tapped me on the shoulder, and she came up to the service desk and she lost her stuff. She said, "Ma'am, let me just tell you, this place is a ripoff. They're liars. You need to go somewhere else and get another opinion." She said they're trying to charge her $10,000. And this is all in front of the whole service desk people, the people behind me. So then I was like, oh goodness. I'm like, hers is a lot higher than mine. And she was using cuss words. And I was just like, oh. I said, well, thank you for Thank you, because I am going to be getting an estimate, but she was not happy either. So, not just me. Not just me. So, I have these other beads. They might be too big, but we're going to see. What we're making is a pumpkin. I want to rotate. So, I want to put, I don't know, you guys might not like it like that, but I don't have enough beads to do it all in one. So, I thought it would be kind of fun to give it different texture. And you can paint these, you can stain these, you can do all kinds of fun stuff with these. But look at how cute this might be. And hopefully we can get it to stay together when we're done. Oh, Regina, thank you. You guys are so sweet. You keep me going so much. Like, you have no idea. Yesterday was a really, really long day. Carolee went with me and we just, and then, oh, here's something that's really interesting. We get in the car and my mileage, I have 2 miles of gas left. So I was like, that's not right, because I had more. Hello, Denise. I had more than that when I dropped this car off. Okay, so we got the first layer of that on these beads, and then we have the round beads, and then I'm gonna flip back to the other beads, which I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough to do a whole round. Let's see. This might get complicated real quick. We might have to skip them. We'll see. Anyway, so Carolee pulls out the paperwork and she looks at the mileage of when we dropped it off. And I had taken a picture of my odometer, I don't know, because I don't know. I'm weird that way. You guys, there's over 510 miles. Hello, Miss Deborah. Hello, Vicky. 510 miles difference from when I dropped it off a week ago yesterday to last night. And I had 2 miles of gas. So I get my paper, I get my phone, I go back into the dealership and I'm like, okay, where's the nearest gas station? Because I only have 2 miles of gas left that is registering. Oh, you guys, I'm going to be one bead. One bead. Ugh. And they're like, oh, it's like this way and that way. And I was like, so am I going to make it to the gas station? Because apparently you guys put over 510 miles on my car, whether it was moving or it was in the shop running. They went through, there's 510 miles on my car. How does that happen, y'all? How does that happen? And at that point, I was so exhausted and so tired and the service tech that was assigned to my car was not there. So I'm short one of these really cool looking beads. So we're just gonna have to use a round one. And I think I have enough to do one more round, and then we're gonna gather this and try to turn it into a pumpkin top. What do y'all think so far? So we have a Dollar Tree whisk, and it's slowly weighting it down to pull it out. What do y'all think? Thanks for sprinkling, Deborah. Hello, Patsy. How are you? So they told me to call back today and talk to the service tech advisor, whatever, that was assigned to my car. And I just I couldn't deal with it today. Took it in, right, Teresa? That's what I said. I was like, 500, it doesn't add up. Like, it just doesn't. Well, I was talking to someone today, and they said that they actually had that happen to them years ago. And their vehicle, they passed it on the side of the road and saw it at a restaurant place. And they turned around, went back to where their vehicle was. Good to see you too, Miss Jane. Hello, hello. It's weird, right? Mary Lou, really weird. Hello, Vicky. So anyway, she was telling me that they turned around, they went back to the restaurant place where they saw their own vehicle and they walked in and there was a group of guys, like the workers had taken their truck off of the dealership site and went to lunch. Hello, Caitlin. Hello, Pam. Hello. We're making a Dollar Tree pumpkin out of a whisk, y'all. A whisk. It doesn't look like much right now, but we'll get there. Oh, Jackson. Jack. I don't know if he'll hear me or not. Anyway, and they marched in there and they said, you better get our vehicle back to the dealership. And then they met there.
You said Jack?
Yeah, or you. Would you hand me, there's a bag right there that has some raffia in it. That it's like that grass stuff that's yellow in the bag. Yeah, that.
Jack's in the back.
Okay, sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Look what I got. I got some raffia. I never use raffia, y'all, ever. I don't even have any. And this is, someone sent me this. Elizabeth sent me some mail, you guys. And I don't have any. Oh yeah, I do. I have scissors right here. Oh, that's a good idea. Rubber bands. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Beverly. So I'm just gonna cut this raffia. And then, so I think this would be super cute if you had like some greenery, which I do not have greenery, but like I said, we're doing a short sweet live tonight. You could glue it. You could take some not raffia, but some jute twine. I don't think I have a rubber band. I might. Let me see. I have my buttons though. I do have my buttons. I don't have a rubber band, y'all. I don't have a rubber band. I finally put my cart together for the house so that I wouldn't have craft supplies all over the table. But I did get some of this. Elizabeth sent me some of this and I'm gonna use this. Needs to be investigated, right, Nancy? That's what I'm saying. Me and Carolee, she was panicking because we were trying to get to a gas station, and anyway. All right, so I'm just gonna cut some of this rope, and then, excuse me, I'm gonna untwine it, unravel it. There we go. That's what You haven't mailed my package yet, hopefully. Oh, you're fine, Miss Deborah. No worries. No worries at all. No worries. Don't apologize. So I'm trying to figure out how this is gonna really work. This is what was the only thing. I do have zip ties. I could try that. I don't know. Let me see. The zip tie actually might work. Let me see. And it's black too, if I have to put it on right. I just don't want to lose a ton of this shape, but let's see. It might work. It might work. Hello, Denise. Oh, no, it's not gonna work. It's gonna shrivel up and get all, it might work if I let me see. Let me see. It might. I think it's not going to, but no, it's not. It's not. We tried. But what might work is if we ravel, or we're going to take this rope and go in between and weave it. I actually probably could have done that with the zip ties. And then we're going to go, so I'm going in and out. And then I'm going in and out of those. That might not work either, y'all. And I'm gonna try and tie those together, and then we're gonna do another round and tie those together. So let's see if it works. Put some hot glue on the edges and zip tie. Oh, that's a good idea. This was the only part, like I told y'all at the beginning, that I was worried about. But look. It might work. And then I can fray the rope. Let's see, we'll do this, and then I'm gonna hurry and put some hot glue on it so it doesn't come apart on me, because there's gotta be a better way. My mind just I started to hurt, and that was, actually, let me see if I can just stick them in there and add hot glue, because it will be covered with the raffia. I say raffia different than so many creators, sorry. Okay, let me just put some hot glue, like a teepee in the middle. Put the spikes through the rope. Oh, that's a good idea. But do you guys see how this would make a good spider too if you tipped it upside down and put beads on it and like put its legs out and make a spider for something if you need spiders made. But I think it will be cute when we get it all put together, because this little lump of black stuff will be covered up. You're not up to date with you since you don't get, I don't know why. Maybe if Mindy's on here, she might could post the Telegram notifications. Are you guys getting the notifications from Telegram? Hello, Jill. How are you? Okay, so now I'm gonna come back in. I think I'm gonna try and glue these other ones onto the rope and see if they stay. Let's see if that works. Cause I agree with Coral. I think that Miss Coral suggested a rubber band. I think a rubber band would work. Hello, Heather. We'll post it in 2 seconds, y'all. 2 seconds. Mindy's gonna post the Telegram link so that you can sign up. And then, oh, you downloaded it and joined, but still no notifications. That is really strange, Deborah. We will try and work on that. We will try and work on that. Because tomorrow's Saturday, and I'm as long as I can get up and function, I'm going live tomorrow. Because it's fall, y'all. It's that time. It's time to get busy doing fall stuff and getting ready for all the holidays. It's time. My tier tray for next Tuesday is going to be super fun. So hopefully y'all will be able to make it to that. I'm just going to kind of wrap this rope around it because I think it kind of adds texture too, and it gives more stability to my little concoction that I've got going on here with this pumpkin. Telegram link is pinned. Thank you, Mindy. Look at, what do you guys think of our Dollar Tree whisk pumpkin? It could use some improvements, I think, but I think that for the most part, it's kind of turning out. So, you know that I do a lot of natural colors and stuff, and I thought this would be cute, like in my bathroom on a mini tier tray type thing with a cute fall saying. It kind of looks like a pear. Maybe it looks like a tall pumpkin. Does it look like a tall pumpkin? I'm gonna separate some of this rope. You click on the link, what do we do? Mindy, can you help Miss Deborah? Then we're just gonna kind of like tie this in the middle. So I spread the rope apart, and this rope is awesome to spread apart and use for different projects. It really works well to make your projects pop. So I'm gonna double knot just one little piece of this rope. I'm tying it right in the middle twice, and then I'm gonna fray it like that. And it just makes like all these little curly pieces. Isn't that cute? That's how my hair's starting to come in, y'all, is chemo curly hair. It's trying to come in curly. It's crazy. It is crazy. So we're fraying this one piece. This is just one piece of the 3 pieces that are intertwined on that rope. It's the nautical rope from Dollar Tree. Elizabeth sent me that in some mail, and I probably will, I just opened the top of it. She sent the sweetest letter, you guys, and I need to, we'll go through that tomorrow as part of the live. But like, how cute is that if you just did, you know, and let it kind of fall? Let me see how this will work out. There we go. And I know you guys are wondering about the top, so let me show you how the top is shaping up. And it's definitely a more boho-ish, natural-ish pumpkin. You could always, I have some, well, this is lacquer, that's black, but you could use orange paint and color your beads. You could use stain and make them look rustic. You could use white chalk paint. You could use all kinds of things to get a different look if you didn't want it to look all natural. But it's kind of looking like a pumpkin. I think you could really mold it and play, you know, it's pliable, so you could definitely use it to your advantage to make it. But then I got these from the outside. I'm gonna cut or break it in half, maybe not. That's a tough one, I don't know. Maybe, whoops. Whoops, sorry. Hello, Sharon. I'm just gonna take all three of these and put them together. So I have 3 little pieces, and I'm gonna take some of my raffia and tie it in a knot, y'all. This is the first time I've used raffia in I think a year or more. Isn't that funny? I don't have any. I never use it. I don't know why. I just don't. It's like a staple item, isn't it? Thanks, Elizabeth. I never use it. Hello, 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 Miss Sanders, Miss Nelda, Miss Sanders. How are you tonight? How are you, Miss Sanders? I was reading your comment over and over today that you sent yesterday, and I appreciate it so much. It really meant a lot to me. So we are tying these little twigs from outside together. And then we're gonna tie a bow, a raffia bow, like a bigger bow around them. Oh, I did accomplish today, the kids are registered for school. That was a big thing that happened finally. It took all week, but it happened. It's all done. It's messy. Yeah, it's a messy pumpkin. I will agree. It's a messy pumpkin, but it's a naturally looking messy pumpkin. It's different. I don't know. Maybe you guys can find another one like this, but I just came up with this when I was in my bedroom. I was like, Deborah, we're working on it. We're working on it. You guys gave us the biggest jump start ever. Holy smokes. So I'm making this bow and I'm trimming it up like that. So there's our twigs and our, whoops, this is a little bit longer than the other side. There. And then I want to glue it, and actually it fits right in that hole, so I'm going to put some glue on it. Well, I don't know. I'm going to put glue on the back, and then we're going to make a curly Q thingy for the back too, to cover up my glue mess. But look how cute. I think it looks cute so far. Hello, Kay Martinez. I have like the biggest stack of thank you notes, y'all, that I need to get out. I need to get stamps. Stamps are so pricey. Oh my word. I can't believe how much, like, it's crazy to me. Okay, so we don't really want the black whisk to show through. So that's where these little curly cues come in. Now you could, I think I'm gonna trim them just a little bit. That'll probably take some of the curl out, but it's okay. So Jackson has to have his hair cut for school. They can't have, his curls can't be over his eyebrows, y'all. So he's like, I have to cut my hair. He said, you know what he said to me? He said, Mom, that means you're gonna have to budget in a haircut like every other week for me because my hair grows so fast. And I said, yeah, I know. That makes me so jealous. Because his hair is so awesome. Like, he's got the curliest, awesomest hair ever. And I just love it. I love it so much. So again, I'm just gonna tie this in the middle. This time I'm using a bigger piece. I don't know why I just did that, but I did. Fray it a little bit more. I don't know, what do you guys think of this? Let me see some hearts. This is different, right? Show me hearts if this is different. This is probably different than any of the pumpkin crafts you've seen so far. At least I hope. I don't know, maybe not, but. A pumpkin with beads out of a whisk from Dollar Tree. And remember, you need to look for the one that has the points that are all put together on the bottom, because if you don't, then you need to make sure and secure this with like jute or ribbon or something on the bottom, because when you cut it, it's not secured, the little ones, and they pop out and then they aren't gonna do. You love it, Mitty, thank you. Deborah's liking it. So one of these little guys needs to be trimmed in the back. So here's what my back looks like. And I really do think you could also put like a little tea light candle in the back. Y'all, I took a Tylenol, but it was accidentally a Tylenol PM. So now it's making me tired. But it's helping with the pain. I can feel it. I can feel it relieving some of that. Take my breath away pain. So let me see. You know, it would be really cute if I had letter stamps and I wrote like, I stamped on like some muslin or some canvas cloth that said thankful, grateful, blessed or something on them, and then hung the tag off of it. I think that would be so cute. My stem wants to go forward though. I don't know. It's kind of like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree, but the Charlie Brown pumpkin, not the giant pumpkin, but the Charlie Brown pumpkin, y'all. I don't know. This might be a fail. I don't know. Because here's like, let's just move this stuff over. So like here's a grouping, here's like a little white one, here's a beaded one. I have one that's made of twigs. Last year, hello Sharon. You're like, I'm glad you guys are liking it. It is definitely different. It's kind of a taller pumpkin. And then if you add like one of these by it, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible, is it? I don't think it's too bad. And like I said, if I had my heat gun, I could probably mold it to where it was down just a little bit more, and a rubber band. That would help too. But I think, I mean, especially like in my bathroom, like, I don't know, it kind of looks like a pear, y'all. It's our pumpkin pear. Thanks, Deborah. It's our pumpkin pear. Maybe it needs more raffia. Let's put some more raffia is supposed to fix everything, right? Let's put a little bit more raffia on there. Oh, and a button. Let's put a button on it. We'll do a button. First bead pumpkin this season, Mary Lou. Awesome. And I bet it's the first one out of a whisk. Probably, I hope. Something different. I don't know. My creative brain tried to come up with something a little bit different. And I don't know what I just did, but I made a bow that's like 3 loops and no tails. That's so funny. Okay, let's get a button because we need a button. And this is like a million different buttons in here, but oh yeah, we definitely need a button. So we're gonna put a big white, actually, no, I think the white stands out the most. Okay, here's a bigger one. Hold on. Let me get this. There's a white one. We're gonna put that on the raffia bow. And then we're gonna put the raffia bow on top of our other bow that we did on our stem. And see if that helps the look. We're making a pumpkin, Terry. We're making a pumpkin out of a Dollar Tree whisk and some beads that I had. They're these, oops, hold on, let me cut this straggler strand over here. It looks like a pear though. It's our pear pumpkin. I kind of feel like the bow just needs to be straight pieces though. That's what we're gonna do. That's gonna change it a lot right there. We'll give it a little bit of haircut. I should practice and then just give Jax his haircuts, but he won't let me touch his hair. He won't. He freaks out. He's like, no, it has to be cut professionally, Mom. That kid cracks me up, y'all. He's gonna be a freshman. I'm gonna have a junior and a freshman. What is going on? Thank you, Terry. So it kind of looks like a pear. If I had my heat gun, I would shoot some heat on it and mold it down so it was a little bit rounder like a pumpkin. But it's out of a Dollar Tree whisk. And it has wood stems from outside, a button, raffia, and a mixture of beads for texture. Maybe it might have looked a little bit different if it was all round beads or all the different cut beads. You just cut your brother's hair. Pumpkins come on all. Yes, right, Mary Lou? Exactly. All shapes and sizes. Look, like this one is Dollar Tree. I think this probably is Dollar Tree from I don't know when. And then we just made another Dollar Tree pumpkin, like, and it could sit different. It doesn't have to. I mean, there's like watermelons. Pumpkins are like watermelons. You never know what you're gonna get. Hello, Nanette. Why do you see something took him to a professional? So that's our craft for tonight. Like, that's our project. It was kind of simple, kind of not. I do have some of these that I want to do a banner with again. I love doing my pumpkin banners. This year I want to do something different. Last year I used navy blue and cream and white, if you remember. Hello, Miss Renee. This year I don't know what I want to do yet. I was actually thinking of like different ropes and different beads, like the half beads, and I don't know, but we'll see. Hello, Linda. If you are joining and watching the replay, thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight and with each other and stringing this video along and spreading the love. I'm going to do my best to come on tomorrow. I really want to put my patio porch together with y'all. I have the rocks for my little DIY s'mores table thingy. And so I'm hoping to do that tomorrow or Sunday, but we'll see. Oh, Terry, I will research the corks. I've made some things with them, but I'll research on some projects and see what I can come up with. Or I have some in a thing and I'll just stare at them tonight and see if my brain clicks. All right, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out, spreading stringing along the video, watching the replay, commenting, smashing those hearts, all the things. I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea. So I will see you later. Yes, smash those hearts because it tells Facebook that y'all were here. So I'm gonna go and get ready for bed and crash and try and curl up in a ball. Hello, Marianne. You just missed me. I'm getting ready to wrap it up. But you guys, seriously, thank you so much. And thanks for the hugs. I can feel them. And I definitely can feel your prayers and your thoughts. And I appreciate it. So I will see y'all soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.